Hey, what's up folks? Welcome back to the channel. So building on a video I did earlier in the week about index funds, I showed all 5 index funds in my 401k. And the top 3 that I showed, one was the large cap growth fund, which has done phenomenally. It's done almost a 300% return over the last few years. So I'm going to tell you today, as I hike this mountain here and get to the summit of it, I'm going to tell you how to get to the summit of your financial life. So if you're starting out, if you have no 401k or you're just starting out investing, what you want to do, if you make like median income, we'll just use median income as an example. So if you make like $65,000 a year, what you want to do is maximize your 401k. So this is going to combine multiple goals. This is going to combine savings, investing, and retirement planning and savings. So instead of saving money in like a cash account or a savings account, which pays 0 interest, ironically still close to 0 interest, even though interest rates are starting to go up. Loan rates for things like cars and mortgage rates go up immediately, but yet savings rates don't. So what you want to do, what I would suggest is max out your 401k. So start out with the legal maximum of $20,500 for the year 2022, and you'll use this to fuel rapid growth and gains in your wealth in your 401k. Most companies offer a company match of up to 5%, in some cases more. Some companies actually, if they offer a pension, they may take that percentage and roll it in. So you could get anywhere from 8 to 10% into the 401k. The more you get, the better, because it accelerates your gains. So you may get another $3,000 to $5,000 in company matching on top of the $20,500 that you would want to put in ideally. And of course, if you can't afford to put that much in, don't. But ideally, you want to max that thing out, because what it does, it offers a tax benefit, because you're going to shave off $20,500 from taxable income. And then say you make median income, so you would only be taxed on like $45,000 instead of $65,000 or more. And then, so you're going to max that out. And of course, we're not going to do all the math out here because we're outside, but you'll get the idea. You're going to take, say on average, 8% per year, which the S&P is known to do on average. So if you can attain an 8% average rate of return, which again is lower than what I showed for the large cap growth fund over the last 5 years. And again, we're coming off of probably the greatest bull market in history over the last 12 years. So, and I think that once things settle out, we're going to start to grow again. You know, the economy will, once we get out of this mess that we're in, the economy will rebound, investments will rebound. We're just going to have to go through this necessary correction. But, so what will happen, we'll get back to those, once we kind of revert to the mean, we'll continue back on track with the average returns that we see. So like 8% a year. So just take, 8% of 20,500 plus 3,000 to 5,000 in gains. You could do this in a spreadsheet. I'll probably do another video in the future where I just do this on a spreadsheet and do like a screen share like I normally do, but I just can't pass up this backdrop here. So I'm still on vacation, but I'll be back home next week, and I'll be back on the normal schedule of screen shared videos. But I just want to give you the idea, or kind of plant the seed in your head. So over a 10-year period, the $20,500 401k max that would be $205,000 over the course of 10 years. And of course, the IRS is raising this limit every year. So of course, it was only, I want to say it was 18.5 a couple of years ago. Then it went to 19, then 19.5, and they raised it another 1,000 this year, I guess, to account for inflation. So that's a good thing. And they have been raising it anywhere from 500 to 1,000 every year. So, but just take what it's at this year with the 20,005. Like I said, in 10 years, that would be 205,000. And then you take the 5,000 in hypothetical company matching. So that's another 50,000. So just say 250,000 just in cash money pumped into the 401k. And then, like I said, if you just take the large cap growth fund, for example, which if I had it to do over again, I would put everything into that, because that's been the top performing fund. It has a lot of the FANG stocks in it, which of course aren't doing so well now, but they were over the last 5 to 10 year time period. But large cap generally seems to do very well, and it outpaces like the small caps and even the S&P, it seems like. So I'm still very bullish on large cap growth, but there are some years that value stocks will even do better, and this could be one of those years. Of course, everything's getting beat up right now, but eventually value stocks could rebound, which I'm thinking. And a lot of those are like your dividend aristocrats, dividend cash cows that, you know, you can reinvest those and accelerate the gains. But just take the large cap growth fund, for example. So that would be, you could easily 2 or 3x in a 10-year time period. And if you just look at the S&P 500, you could even do this. Now, this isn't factoring in CAGR or any of those fancier ways to compute returns. This is just taking the simple average return per year and adding it together for a cumulative return. I mean, you can just go in your iPhone and you can take like what the S&P 500 has done over the last 10 years, and I think you'll come up with like 200% total. So that's like a 2x. So if you're gonna pump in over 10 years a $250,000 investment into the 401k, if you double it, that's 500,000. And then if you double it from there, that's 750,000. So in theory, if you could 3x that thing, you could get to like $1 million in 10 years. Very easy to do. And you don't have to have a huge salary. You don't have to make like great money and be rich. You just have to be good at saving and make some sacrifices. So you have to be able to, if you're making, say, medium income, which I use as the template example, if you're making that, then, you know, you're gonna have to cut some things out, and you're gonna have to save at least 1/3 of your income. And like I talk about, you know, I'm gonna have another video coming out about the FIRE movement. And of course there's lean FIRE and fat FIRE. So FIRE, of course, is being financially independent and retiring early. And that's a movement that I'm a part of. It's not official. You don't get like a, you know, membership card or anything. You just participate in it. And that's always been my goal. I'm gonna, you know, retire early and be financially independent. And that's what I want to encourage all of my audience to do. So you want to, ideally, like with fat FIRE, you want to get there fast. So then you would want to save half of your income if you could. And that would be hard for a lot of people, but you know, if you want to make things happen in life, you have to make sacrifices. But if you could save half of your income, you could really accelerate your gains. And of course, like I said, it's totally feasible in 10 years, starting with 0. If you max out that 401k, you could become a millionaire just in your 401k. And of course, the only bummer about it, if you're younger, you can't touch that money until you're like of retirement age or like 59 and a half. But if you had to, you know, you can use it for certain tax qualifying purposes. But if not, you know, it's there as a great retirement. And you could quickly build that thing to $1 million or more. So that's the general gist of that. Just something to think about. If you like that, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, it looks like we reached the summit of the mountain. So hope you enjoyed that. Take care. Keep an eye out for the next videos. Thanks for watching.